I'm here with Colin Height, who is the winner in the Masters division of today's video game tournament. And Colin, we just have a couple questions. So first of all, what was the team that you used for this year's regionals, and how did you come about? You made some choices at the very last minute, pretty much. How did those come about?
The team I used was Cresselia, Rhyperior, Sylveon, Thundurus, Salamence, and Heatran. I basically was fiddling around with teams the entire week before the regional, and the day before, on Saturday, I started to get kind of frantic and pressured. I looked on what teams did well at the other regionals, and I saw Harrison Saylor's team, Crow. I actually was at the regional with him, and I talked to him and hung out with him for that weekend, and I really liked his team, and I thought it would fit my style, so I ended up going with that team. But I made small changes to the EV spreads, and small changes to the movesets.
Yeah, can you describe, the team was pretty similar to yours. What were some of the changes you made then?
I got rid of Ice Punch on Rhyperior for Drill Run, because I wanted to be able to choose my ground move depending on the situation. And I also put Mental Herb on over the Rocky Helmet on Cresselia. Although Mental Herb never activated in the entire tournament, I still don't regret putting it on there. And I changed the Salamence EV spread to make it slightly more bulky, but not too much.
Yeah, it's interesting. Those little tweaks can really make a big difference in the tournament. So, it came down to the finals. You did win 2-0, but the matches were pretty interesting. You were paired against a guy who had mostly standard team, but he was using a Clefairy as sort of, I was describing it earlier as kind of the new Pachirisu after last year's Worlds. What did you think of that?
I've actually played with Clefairy myself a lot. It's somewhat popular. If you actually go on Pokemon.com, they actually wrote about Clefairy and how it would be seen at the Spring Regionals. I like Clefairy. I think the ability Friend Guard really makes it outstanding, and he had Healing Wish on it in finals, and that really caught me off guard.
Yeah, that is really weird. It's always, because you sacrifice your Clefairy, but you get to take whatever damage and status conditions off the other Pokemon that you switch into its place. So potentially, it's a bit of a risk-reward there. Were there any particular decisions in the finals that you think really helped you out there? Any really good moves that you think you made?
Definitely Ice Beaming the Landorus when it came in. Although I Ice Beamed the Clefairy when he Healing Wished, I ended up getting a free KO on Landorus, and that really put me 4 Pokemon to his 3. So it gave me a huge advantage number-wise, and I think that decision alone helped me win the finals.
Yeah, it definitely made a big difference in that game in narrowing things down. If you were to use this team again or something similar to it, any changes you might consider making? There's Nationals in a little over a month. Any ideas there?
I'm not sure what I'm going to use at Nationals, but a lot of things from this team I really liked, such as the Mega Salamence. I've never used him before, and he was a lot of fun, and he was really strong. Sylveon really surprised me, being my MVP of the tournament. I think those two are takeaways from the team that I could be using in the future.
Yeah, Hyper Voice is an absolutely brutal attack when you can use it properly. So very powerful move that Sylveon can learn. One other thing we wanted to mention, though, is you collect plushes. You have one right here. You have a nice little Cresselia plush. You also have one for Sylveon, and you actually have a Farfetch'd one, too. How long have you been kind of collecting plushes?
Usually when I go to tournaments or I find a love for a certain Pokemon like Cresselia, I'll get a plush of that Pokemon. Like at the Seattle Regionals, I saw the Farfetch'd plush because my good friend Michael Lanzano has a Jive Time plush just like that. So I went and got it. I bought it at Seattle so we could match, I guess. And then when I see one I like, I get it. But I do have a lot of plush.
Is there a next one on the list? The next one you'd get if you could?
I wish there was a Rhyperior plush. I'd probably get that, but I might get a Salamence plush after today.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Colin. This has been Stephen Reich from the Manoa Terrace Convention Center in Madison, Wisconsin at the Pokemon Trading Card and Video Game Midwest Regionals 2015.